plaintiff, Nikisha Winters, was engaged to the defendant, and their relationship was great at first, but she soon discovered he was a low-down, cheating, dirty dog. Nikisha claims she called off the wedding as a result of the defendant's infidelity, and she's suing him today for breach of contract, wedding expenses, and harassment. Defendant Marcus Sanders admits that he cheated on Nikisha one time early on in their relationship, but that was it. Marcus claims he thought they'd moved past it, but instead Nikisha was constantly checking up on him and looking through his phone. He's countersuing because he claims she slashed his tires.
All right, tell me what's going on.
All right, Your Honor. I met the defendant, Marcus Sanders, about 10 years ago when I was returning home from Alabama State University. We had a great relationship, and we really hit it off well, but later on I found out that he was a low-down, cheating, dirty dog. So during that time, in our union,
he only cheated one time. He's a one-time cheater. One-time cheating, low-down dog.
It was more than that, yes.
What did you call him?
Low down dirty.
Low down dirty dog?
Yes.
Okay, a one-time low down. He says only once.
It was more than that, Your Honor.
Right. Go ahead.
In our union, we had 2 children, and which I think I really need to be suing him for a gym membership because I done gained all this weight having his children. But anyhow, during our last child, when I was pregnant with our son, he had asked me to marry him quite a few times, and this last time I said we might as well just make it official since, I was pregnant, I wasn't planning on having any more children, and we decided on getting married.
What happened the first few times he asked?
I didn't think that he was ready, so therefore it was just like, okay, whatever, Marcus just talking. So I didn't think we was ready, we were still young. So this last time, we said it was all right. I made sure it was with him, that he was okay with this. So we went and picked out rings. We also secured a hall for the reception. We had our destination. It was going to be a destination to...
Well, before those specifics with the wedding expenses and the contract you're suing for, let me allow him to give some background. Sir?
Yes, sir. Me and Nikisha was together for about 10 years off and on. I admit I made a mistake. I cheated on her in the beginning of the relationship. We talked about it. I thought it was over. I thought she was getting past that and moving on. Next thing I know, he come to checking my phone, trying to find every spot I'm in.
That's because the trust had been broken by then, Marcus.
But you said it was over. I mean, we was moving on from that. I thought that was it. Next thing you know, she couldn't get over it. I mean, checking my phone, I tell her I'm over here. Shoot, she gonna pop up or be looking. I'd be like, what kind of
popping up?
Marcus?
She would pop up.
Yeah, pop up. If I tell her I'm at work or I'm at the bar or whatever, next thing you know, I look up.
Is that right now?
No, Your Honor. He has his behavior with the cheating, the drinking, the partying, the staying out. This is like a combination of why the wedding was called out.
All right. Now, once again, would you show up places where he'd be?
No, Your Honor.
You never did that?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Go ahead.
So, like I say, anybody.
Because you should have left after that.
Yeah, I mean, I started to, but I say I made a mistake. I'm like, well, I created the monster, so I'm trying to control it. Like, well, I'm gonna try to fix it, show you that I'm better than that. I made a mistake. I'm gonna do the right thing. After that, she couldn't. It was over then. I messed up, and so I play pool Saturdays and Mondays. Shoot, she say I was putting my pool league before the family. That was another problem. Like, I ain't putting them before. I'm coming home to you every night. What you talking about? I'm not hanging with these guys every day.
How did the breakup occur?
I just got tired of it.
You told her I'm not getting married, I'm leaving?
No, actually, she the one called the wedding off because I went to shoot
And that's because
pool.
I found text messages.
Because what?
Because I went to shoot pool. She say, made me decide, say either you gonna choose pool or her. And I'm like,
you chose pool?
Yeah, I did.
He's lying, Your Honor.
Because I already knew she was going to be there, though, so I know you wasn't going nowhere.
She did, though.
Yes,
Go
she
ahead.
did eventually.
No.
You tell me why you all broke off the wedding.
After we got the rings and secured the rental hall, like 4 weeks later, I saw his phone, and there were indeed text messages from a young lady, and so then I called it off because I'm not the kind of... It was just basically the hey baby, hey boo, and just different stuff.
When you approached him about it, what did he say?
He denied it as usual, but knowing his past, I just believed it. So
you believed what?
That the text message that he was cheating.
She said baby and boo?
Yeah, it was more in depth. I can't remember exactly what the text message was.
Did you mention those words to him? He said
No.
your eyes playing tricks on you? What did he say?
It basically came up with some bogus excuse, or you shouldn't be going through my phone, or
Why were you
this was
going through his
something-
phone?
Because it was probably there. Thank you.
Because it was there?
Probably there, and it was probably ringing off the hook, and he was probably somewhere asleep or passed out or something.
So you suspected he might still be cheating?
Well, yeah, a little of that too.
Okay, so you never should have been engaged to him then, should you?
Not really.
Go
Thinking
ahead.
back
How does
on
he owe
it,
you, ma'am?
He owes me, due to his behavior, as I stated, with the party and the drinking. He got arrested in 2009, and I bailed him out of jail for $1,100.
Okay.
Also, with the breach
He
of
agreed to repay?
He agreed to repay me.
When was he to repay you?
He was to start, once he got out, he was to pay me $100 a month.
When was that?
That was 2009. I also have
And
a
that
promissory
was
note
approximate. Okay.
The only reason I signed.
Quiet, sir. Okay.
The promissory note for that, and also the balance from a family vacation that we went to the Kalahari resorts. It was $115. He didn't pay. For that. We normally do family vacation.
Had he agreed to do so?
Oh,
yeah,
yes.
I see it. What he said, sir?
Like I say, I was getting harassed, so I ended up signing the paper because I wanted her to just get off my back.
Okay. Well, she's not off your back yet.
I see. It didn't work.
So how do you think you get her off your back?
Taking care of that promissory note.
There you go. Now, what else are you suing for, ma'am?
I'm also suing the $500 that I put down for the hall, to the reception hall, because before I gave him the money, I said, Marcus, are you sure we're going to do this? And you sure you're going to, live up to and be the man that I want you to be and the husband? He said, yes, I'm going to do it. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to put this $500 to secure the date for the hall. After I found the text message and called it off, because of his infidelity, I lost my $500.
You took the risk of finding him to be a cheater, if you will. You took that risk. That's why you were checking his phone, ma'am.
But I took his
if you don't
word,
trust the person, then don't marry him.
Yeah.
So now you want him to pay the expenses. Whose name was it in?
Both our names was on there on the original agreement.
Okay.
I went in and paid the money, but he agreed, and I believed him. Like he said, some stuff was that one time that he claimed.
All right. What about the harassment you're suing him for?
After the engagement was cut off, Marcus decided on moving out of the house. So he got his own home, and I told Marcus when he left to get his mail transferred to his new address. Marcus did not do that. His mail and his checks kept coming to my house, and every time they came, I would give it to him. His last check came to my house, I gave it to him. After that, he said that I stole one of his checks. And I mean, it was to the point that he was calling me on a daily basis, harassing me, calling my mama, calling my grandmother.
Okay, sir.
His mama was calling me.
Let's
His
get
mama was
first to the
calling my
wedding
mama and my
expenses.
grandmama.
All right. First,
Banging on my door. I mean, it was a bit much.
I
Sir?
ain't do none of that.
wedding expenses?
The wedding expenses, that was her fault. She called the wedding off. I ain't get
Due to
caught
you.
cheating. I didn't cheat.
Due to you, Marcus.
Did you notice she had put your name on the hall?
Yeah.
And you intended to pay a portion of it at that time?
Yeah.
All right. Harassment. What about that?
That harassment, that's not true. Okay, she right. I didn't change my mailing address because I did move out, but we was still cool. You know, we was friends. We was still dating or whatever. So I should have changed it. But what happened was, what made her want me to change it, I'm over there one day, I think she wanted me to take the trash out or something. So I'm still helping her out or whatever, so I take it out. I leave my phone down. It rings, she answered.
Liar.
What is you answering my phone for? So now, you can't get your mail, don't come over here, change address, all that. I'm like, oh, for real? Now you tripping, you shouldn't answer my phone. What did you answer my phone for? We not together.
He is lying, Your Honor.
Sir? What about the other things she alleged? You never called her mother, or sister?
No, I called her. I have called. I asked her, was my check there? She like, no. I told her granny them, I said, I need my check, because I told her I moved out, so I got to pay my rent.
When did you call her relative?
No, actually, I came over there, and that's when I talked to Granny.
Banging on my door.
No, I didn't bang on your door.
You came over there talking to her grandmother?
I talked to Granny. I said, Granny, would you talk to your granddaughter, because I need my check. That's going to mess with my livelihood. I'm going to be late on my rent. I don't want to be late on my rent. I didn't arrest her.
Your Honor, this was 3 weeks.
Well, you talking to her grandmother. Her grandmother has nothing to do with you and her business. If somebody goes to my mother or grandmother, God bless their souls, and my mother and grandmother have to listen to my relationship issues, you have harassed me. You've harassed my family. You've caused me distress. Now I got to be looked at by my grandmother sideways. She hiding her checks. She changing her address. She said, let me get my stuff sent to a post office box.
And Your Honor, that's what happened.
She said, I told you, let me see what she got. Let me see.
It's to the point that my mother had to pay him that amount of that check, and she told him to open up a P.O. by a post office box.
That's what it says.
At the beginning, those were the corresponding text messages between my mother and him.
She said.
And she paid him the money for that check.
Did she, sir?
Just for him to stop harassing me.
Did you ever repay it?
No.
She told me I didn't have to pay it.
Wow. Go ahead, sir. Your property damage. What do you want property damage for? $400 for what?
Okay, Your Honor. Like I say, I was going to shoot pool. Now, I go to this bar on Harper and Casual every Monday and Saturday. So my tire kept getting slashed. So I'm like, who keep slashing my tire? Serious? So I'm not thinking really that she'd do that, because I never saw her do nothing like that. I had 3 tire slashes. I caught her on the 4th one. She was back there slashing my tire.
Liar.
What'd you say to her?
I'm like, what you doing? She's like, I ain't did nothing.
You saw her?
Yeah.
She said, this is not me?
She say she ain't do it. I saw her when she pulled off.
Ma'am?
Your Honor, I'm not going to lie. I was pregnant. I was 5 months pregnant. It was his birthday party. And he told me he was coming home. He never made it home. And it was all right, I'll be there 15 minutes. And I asked him to come home, and I did. With all the hormones and the babies and all that stuff came out, and I did /1. And then he bought it for $40. He went and got it fixed from my cousin's tire shop. Now, the other 3 is in his imagination. One of the other ladies and did it. But I /1.
Or grandma.
Yeah, grandma, okay. Huh? All right, sir, I'm going to grant you your $400 for the tires. It's more than a coincidence, as your tires were slashed 4 times. She's just admitting to 1. I believe you did all 4. With regard to your claim, ma'am, I'm going to grant you your judgment minus half of the wedding expenses. Both your names were on it. As you say, you all both had a commitment to the vendor, so you're both going to pay your half. So $23.75 was hers minus $250.
$21.25.
Your judgment is $21.25. Here's his $400. You're left with $17.25. Have a good day, you guys.
Thank you.
I hope you happy. Get up off my back.
You know you can lie.
Yeah,
whatever.
Full of it. Y'all better watch out, America. She's crazy.
Are you serious?
Okay.
Keep that face in mind, honey.
Yeah.
Marcus is a liar because ain't nobody crazy.
Man.
And ain't nobody slash his tires. Marcus is a liar.
Y'all better watch out, I'm telling you. She a drama queen. Y'all, I'm telling you, she gonna start problems. You better not cheat on her one time or it's over.
Exactly.
You gonna have
You should have cheated anyway.
I made a mistake. I was young. It was immature. I'm sorry for cheating on you. I hope the next person don't cheat on y'all.
Exactly. I'm
just make sure you do the
man that's
good.
gonna take care of me. That ain't gonna cheat.